Hello and welcome back, or if this is your first time here, my name is Siobhan. I'm happy to have you, and you get to see me in all of my glory. It's early, and I decided not to do my hair because I didn't feel like doing my hair before the video. I also am drinking coffee, so, you know, hopefully I'll be more energetic as this video goes on. I know that there has been a break in videos, which is the opposite of what everyone else is doing because of quarantine. My fatigue has been ridiculous. There have been days where I will go to bed at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon and sleep until the next day. I think there were multiple days like that. And even yesterday I took a nap and I still went to bed last night at 9 p.m. and slept until like 7 o'clock this morning. Just to give you an idea, there's been a lot of sleeping, and when I'm awake, I don't feel like, I just still feel kind of blah, probably from all of the sleeping. The lovely world of chronic fatigue. And so there's been that. The other thing is that I had, before I started putting out videos again, I spent some time getting ahead on videos because I know that I have chronic fatigue. I know that I get migraines. I know that I have issues. So I had gotten ahead on videos that just needed to be edited, and I can't find the memory card that has those videos on it. My dog definitely likes to hide things. Okay, I'm gonna start doing makeup while I'm talking about this. So I don't know right now what I'm gonna do with the foundation series, if I'm going to just do the last few foundations that I had that I hadn't filmed and then just go over like my thoughts on the other foundations, or if I'm gonna try to refilm them. I might end up just doing like an old-fashioned declutter on it. So this is the Dior Forever 24-hour wear, and this does retail for a whopping $52, and this is in the shade 0N, which is their lightest shade. The one thing that I know, having not used this foundation in a while, that is always the first thing I think of when I see this foundation is that it has such a strong floral scent, which is just a thing with like high-end products, and I don't know why. This is, by the way, the Timeless Smoothing Primer by Tarte. I'm just gonna put a couple of pumps out onto just my little plastic inserts that I like to use for my palettes. And where did my foundation brush go? Oh, right next to me. I am not awake yet. I have not used this brush in a very, very, very long time, and it used to be my favorite foundation brush, but it was Kat Von D, and I am very pro-vaccine. However, now that these brushes don't even really exist anymore, and even if you did buy one, she would not get any money for it, I am fine with using it again, and we'll see if it's still a favorite. If it is, it'll kind of suck now because I can't get it anymore. So this foundation actually is a great example of how, like, when you look right here, when I first put on foundation, it looks like it's gonna be just like ghostly white, but when I get out this way, like, it just mixes in really well. Finding a perfect shade match, as you know, well, maybe you don't know, maybe you're one of the few lucky people who just like has no problem finding a perfect shade match. But personally, finding the perfect shade match is not easy. But I think that I might remember this foundation oxidizing. and going kind of orange. So, yeah, the thing with my dog. So my dog does this adorable thing that is sometimes not adorable, where he likes to bury stuff, but he's an indoor dog, so it's not like he can dig a hole somewhere and bury it. I guess he likes to hide things, not necessarily bury them. He likes to hide things. If we give him like some sort of like something to chew on, and he doesn't eat it, because I try to give him only things that can be consumed, because even if they're not meant to be consumed, he will find a way to consume them. He has the tiniest little Boston Terrier teeth, and somehow he rips anything apart with them. Anyway, so he likes to hide things, and it's funny when he does it, because first he will like carry whatever it is around the house for a while and like test different areas to see whether or not that's where he wants to hide it. And then when he finds a place that he wants to hide it, which is usually in like a laundry basket, or I'm trying to think where else he has blankets. Like he has a blanket like next to his crate, because he doesn't ever keep it in his crate. He always pulls it out of his crate to lay on it next to his crate. And then we have like blankets around the house for him or whatever, or if there's a blanket on the couch. But generally he'll find a laundry basket somewhere, and he will like, if it's a blanket, he'll like put it into just like a big, not explaining this well. He'll like pull it all together with his paws so that there's like a little pocket, and then he will like put things inside of it and like fold it over and then lay on top of it. Or again, laundry baskets, we find all kinds of things, half-eaten chewies in the bottom of laundry baskets. And I know that my memory cards were on the coffee table, so I'm thinking that maybe he might have grabbed one at some point and hidden it somewhere, because it's not something that I think he would chew on. So his foundation seems to set down really well, so I'm not going to powder it. There's not anything coming off at all. I'm choosing the ABH eye primer. This is the Norvina Volume 2. And every time I open this palette, like, I know that there was a lot of sort of like falling from grace for ABH when they came out with the Norvina palettes, because they came out with them very quickly. Like, I think they came out with 1, 2, and 3, and then the Carly Bible palette, and the what is the other one? I didn't get it, so I don't remember. I didn't get the Carly Bible one either. The only reason I thought of the Carly Bible one is because it's on sale everywhere right now. I don't know, but they came out with like 5 palettes in like 2 months. But every time I look at this palette, I feel very inspired. I need to rearrange my desk. I had moved everything around so that I could put my laptop here, because I did a live stream, which if you're interested in live streams, let me know down in the comments what time of day and like what days of the week are good for you. I'm just gonna go into colors as they inspire me to go in them, and I am not going to try to figure out what my look is going to be ahead of time. I'm gonna try to start saying what my brushes are. I'm also probably gonna do a brush declutter. The number of brushes that I have is kind of embarrassing. But I think that I'm going to try to put together some like brush sets for friends out of brushes that I have. This is a Rephr number 12 brush, and I'm going to start out with a D4, which is this yellow shade here. Just up above, pretty far above my crease. Almost under, like right under my brow bone. This isn't really intended to be a tutorial since I don't know what I'm doing, but I may as well tell you in case it turns out great and you want to try to replicate it. So yeah, this whole not having my memory card issue, this is like the longest story ever. It's going to take me 12 years. So anyway, not having the memory card and then also having fatigue meant that I put up my giveaway as my last video, and then I just haven't had any videos since then. So there are hopefully some new viewers. I'm hoping that you stuck around. There will be another giveaway coming up, probably mid to end April. I already have the giveaway planned. I just have to do the video for it. So the winner of the giveaway, who has already received the Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette, which this took me 3 takes, if you're wondering why I'm saying it all slow and weird like that, is Lauren Castillo. I will put her Instagram in the description box. She's also going to be starting a YouTube channel, and she has some really pretty makeup looks, so I recommend checking her out. Next, I'm going to go into E3, which is this green down here, and just go right below that. But yeah, I want to thank everybody who entered that giveaway. I appreciate it. I appreciate you being here. There will be others. I can't promise that they will always have like a big prize like the Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette, but I certainly want to make sure that the people who are subscribed to me and stick around to know that I appreciate them being here. Also, if you can let me know, if you did enter that giveaway, if you can let me know how your experience was with the program that I used for the drawing. I only had one person who said that they had any kind of issues, and they just said that they thought that they might have accidentally entered twice. But I just want to make sure that if I'm going to continue using something, that it's something that isn't, I want to make sure that it's easy and that it's not something that's discouraging you from entering in any way. Okay, and now I'm going to take, oh, that was my Rephr P07C, which means that it is a prototype, but I believe that this one is the same as the number 14 brush, or at least very similar to the number 14 brush. And then this is the Rephr 01. And actually, I'm gonna go in with the Rephr number 13 and go into C4, which is this really dark, deep teal color, and go into that outer V. I need to be drinking more of that coffee. My coffee, by the way, if you're wondering, is cold brew. I make my own cold brew. In case you didn't know, I used to work for a coffee shop. I probably say that all the time. But I worked for a coffee shop for 8 years. And so I am sort of I'm not a coffee snob. I used to be a coffee snob. Now I'm just really good at making coffee. I know a lot of different coffee techniques, so I just make my own cold brew, which is super easy to do. And then this particular cold brew, this was the very end. As you can, I don't know if you can see in the camera, but like it has grounds floating in it. Just like little tiny grounds. But I put vanilla soy milk and a little bit of coconut creamer in it. It's pretty good. I don't ever put sugar, like actual just straight sugar. If there's anything sweetened in my coffee, it's from like whatever like creamy product I add. Usually just drink it black, but I've been really enjoying soy milk, but only silk soy milk, and it has to be silk. So only silk soy milk, and usually the vanilla, the very vanilla, which I haven't seen in a while, but the very vanilla soy milk, I can just drink that like as a drink by itself in the winter, warming it up and drinking it like a cocoa. So good. Really hope I'm not gonna regret doing my foundation first. But so far, this foundation does not look like it's oxidizing, which is good. Pulled out the Norvina Volume 1 because there's this like lilac shimmer shade here. I am going to use that for the center here. And first, I'm gonna just put down some purple. This is a Boxycharm eyeshadow. It literally says Boxycharm Eyeshadow P15. Oh, it's from Slimmissglam. It's just a flat, fluffy, synthetic brush. And which purple is the right purple? This has such a good, like, range of purples. So I'm going to go into number A2, shade A2, and just lightly tap that in here. Just so that I have a little bit of a purple base to put that shimmer shade onto. And before I put this shimmer on, I'm actually going to go in and blend everything. I haven't really been blending, I've just been laying down my colors. I'm going to use a Rephr number 15 brush and just blend everything together. I've also been trying to get out of the habit. I stabilize my hand with my little finger on my cheek when I'm blending. I'm trying to not do that, you know, so that I don't mess up the makeup that's there while I'm doing my eyes. And then this is just a Sephora shader. I think that this was in the eyes, it's just like Eyes Uncomplicated. And now I'm going to go into that A1 shade. We'll see if we can just lay that down. I don't know how I'm feeling about this eye look right now. I don't know how I'm feeling about that decision to do purple. It was a moment. I had a moment where I just wanted purple on my eyes. And looks a little crazy. Hopefully I'll be able to pull it all together when I do my under eye area, my lower lash line, if you will. It's feeling a little Mardi Gras-ish right now, which wasn't really what I was going for. Oops. I'm going to try taking A5 on my finger. This is also a shimmer shade. And just kind of going between the two of those to see if I can maybe make it make more sense. It's not too bad. It just went off the rails a little bit. And then I'm just going to use the Bioderma Hydra Bio micellar water. This is my favorite micellar water. Any micellar water works, but this one I think works the best. And then just like a pointy, I have these pointy tipped cotton buds. There we go. And I'm just going to use that to clean up this area out here and in here. It takes off a lot less makeup because I can be more precise. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin in Lavender. This is what I use under my eyes for concealer. Lavender counteracts yellow, so if you find that you have a lot of yellow, lavender is good to use. This is also just, I have deep set eyes, so it just helps to bring it forward some and brighten up my under eye. Does not like this foundation. I might have needed to do my concealer first with this foundation. We'll see whether or not I ever remember that in the future. For powder, I'm still just using up my samples of the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I finally got through all except for one, and then I just put it in something else to actually put it on my eyes. This is the Wayne Goss brush that I got in my Beautylish Lucky Bag, and it doesn't have a number, so I don't know. And I'm just gonna use this e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush to just gonna go back into C4, that deep teal shade, and just go right up against my lower lash line. This is an Alamar Cosmetics. It came in like a 3-pack, and it's just a flat liner brush. It doesn't have any numbers or anything on it. Then I'm just gonna go back to my Rephr number 12 and go back into D4, which is that first yellow. Okay, so this is the e.l.f. and Jkissa eyeliner. I don't think it has a shade. I think it's just the e.l.f. and Jkissa eyeliner. I think that I'm probably going to end up at some point just converting completely to the Makeup Forever and LA Girl eyeliners, which are at two very opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of cost. But they're my two favorite eyeliner brands. This is the Eyeko London Eye Do liquid liner. Remember like 4 minutes ago when I said I was going to try to stop using my face to stabilize myself? That's obviously not going very well. I don't know how I feel about this eyeliner. It just, like, it feels like I'm drawing on my face with a marker. And it doesn't give me the most crisp lines, but it works okay. So I guess I do know that I don't love it and I don't hate it. I'm gonna use the Benefit Cosmetics Brow Styler eyelash curler. I say this every time I use it. It is the pure eyelash curler and it fits my eye shape perfectly, so I deal with the fact that it pinches my cheeks. If I could have a hybrid of this eyelash curler and my Sephora eyelash curler, that would be incredible. So somebody get on that. I don't know who I'm speaking to with that, but someone, just some cosmetic company out there, if you could just get on that, that'd be great. Thanks. And mascara. I didn't grab a mascara. Oh, yes I did. So this is the Hourglass Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. Bronzer, aka contour first. This is the Natasha Denona Bronze and Glow. So I don't usually use fan brushes, but this number 20 brush came with my Rephr set, and I'm going to try to use it for contouring. So we'll see. Oh, that made that much too dark. It's okay, I'm gonna turn it on its side in a second and blend it out. So just get my color down first. So the Natasha Denona had a sale on her website, and the Bronze and Glow palette was like the full size one was 50% off, which made it almost the same as what I paid for this little guy. So I did order that. It hasn't come yet, but when it comes, I will try that out. Okay, so let's try turning this on its side now. See if we can make this not just a crazy line on the side of my face. I'll try to blend it out more when I have, actually, this brush is great for blending this stuff out. So this is the Alamar Cosmetics bronzer blush. It has like the little, like bumpies in the brush. They're not, I don't know, it's just the way that it's cut. It's super soft. They're not like little rubber bumpers or anything, but okay, it's gonna have to be good enough. Blush, Hourglass in Diffused Heat. Oh no, not blush next. What am I doing? Just deciding to use that fan brush really just threw everything off. Ofra Glazed Donut. This is the Nikki Tutorials collab for my highlight. Again, I'm going to use the Alamar Cosmetics in the brightening brush. If you are new here, Ofra makes my favorite highlighters. I love them. I love Ofra's highlighters. That's all. Whoa, that was right on my nose. This is all gonna be chilled out a bit with my blush, so. And then now the Hourglass Diffused Heat. And again, Alamar Cosmetics, this is the complexion brush. I'm not using any of these brushes based on what it says on the side, but that's fine. And then just sort of blend all of that together. So I do my highlighter and my contour first so that I can blend them with my blush. So that I don't, like, even where I have like that stripiness there, it just helps to make it not stripy. And I mean, obviously I'm not going for some nice casual everyday look with my makeup very often. It happens rarely. Maybe I should do a natural makeup. I used to, and by used to I mean it was the only makeup that I wore for many, many years. So maybe I should do like a my old makeup routine video. I don't know. Let me know what you think. For lipstick, I'm gonna use this ABH Requiem liquid lipstick, which is a really dark green. Hair is up. Just learned that I do better braids when I'm not looking in a mirror to do my braids. But also I'm too lazy to redo them. So you get what you get. I also didn't have any hair ties in here. Oh, this already came out. I don't want to have to redo these braids. So I just have like clips holding the bottoms. So I haven't noticed any like major oxidizing with this foundation. But yeah, this is the final look. And there will be more videos coming. This was sort of a strange one because this was just my, hey, where have I been? And getting ready to go get the oil changed in the car video. I don't even think I said that at the beginning. I'm just getting ready to go get the oil changed in the car. Super exciting day. I get to leave the house. All right, I'm gonna go get these braids put in properly before I lose them and have to redo the mess that I've already done. Hopefully you are having a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment letting me know when would be good for a live stream. All right, bye.